Welcome back to EDC For Beginners, the podcast where we help you navigate the world of everyday carry without the hype, confusion, or information overload. I'm Mikey from MikeyDailyCarry, and whether you're carrying your first pocket knife, building your first EDC setup, or curious about what all this gear talk is about, you are in the right place. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most practical categories in all of EDC, multi-tools. Now, if you're completely new to everyday carry, think of a multi-tool as a toolbox that fits in your pocket. Instead of a pair of pliers, a screwdriver, scissors, a file, a handful of other tools separately, a multi-tool combines all of that in one package. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, yes and no. Here's the reality. A multi-tool won't be the best screwdriver. It won't be the best pliers. It won't be the best scissors. But that's not what people carry them for. People carry them because they're convenient. The best tool is the one that you actually have with you. And that's where multi-tools shine. I can't tell you how many times I've used a multi-tool for something unexpected. Tightening loose screws, adjusting a piece of gear, opening my kids' toy packages, making a quick repair, handling something that you would have otherwise required a trip to the garage and a toolbox for. Those moments add up. Now, not all multi-tools are created equal. Some focus heavily on pliers, some focus heavily on scissors, some are keychain size, others are large enough to replace part of a toolbox. The important thing isn't finding the perfect multi-tool, it's finding the right multi-tool for your lifestyle. If you rarely use pliers, maybe a smaller tool makes sense. If you're constantly fixing things, then maybe a larger model is worth carrying. And just like we've discussed in previous episodes, don't buy gear just because someone else carries it. Buy gear because it solves a problem for you. That's really the theme of EDC. Problem solving, not collecting, not showing off, not carrying gear for the sake of carrying gear. Problem solving. And few tools embody that philosophy better than a multi-tool. Ask yourself this. If you could only have one tool on your multi-tool, what would it be? Pliers, scissors, a screwdriver? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me show you guys what my favorite multi-tool is. This has been with me for years, and it's actually sitting on my Tale of Knives MPU, and it goes in this pocket right here. This is the Leatherman Arc. What I really like about it is that it's small and compact, fits in this little size here, and this is fully one-hand operated. So you can swing it open like so because it has magnets that keeps it together. It has pliers in here. Gosh, do I gotta clean this thing. All the dust that gets into this from my pocket. You got pliers on there. You also have, sorry, I just did that two hands, but let me show you one hand. So one hand operating, I can do it like so. And then to get it back one-handed, you can also do it like so. And then what's cool is you have access to your MagnaCut blade, USA MagnaCut, very strong, very easy to sharpen. Since I've had this for almost 2 years now. I've only had to sharpen this thing once. Impressive. And I use this thing for everything cutting task wise. And then you also have other tools like a wood saw. You also have scissors. Now, granted, there are tools on here that I don't use often, like that wood saw. Never used that before. File, I use that for my nails. And then over on this side, see that you can just press this right here and that reveals tools. Now you have your awl. You also have a small pry bar and this micro screwdriver. This is a huge plus because I have glasses. I also have watches that use these small screws to tighten or loosen the different links or my actual glasses frame. Super clutch. And then over on this side, I have a set of Leatherman's bit drivers. And I also have an extension toolkit to this that I carry in a lot of my bags. If you guys watch my videos, there's a lot of things on here. Bottle openers, can openers, so many things. And then also what's really cool about this that I like compared to all the other multi-tools that Leatherman offers is that it's completely customizable to where it can be oriented to your left hand. So I have it in my left hand right now, and that's where I have easy access to that MagnaCut blade. When you get this factory, it's actually oriented so that way you have to open this with your right hand to get to that MagnaCut blade. But I have moved and configured the tools around so that way it's very comfortable to my hand. But that is my favorite multi-tool and has been sitting with me for quite some time. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe and follow EDC for Beginners. And if you're looking for reviews, unboxings, bag breakdowns, and all things everyday carry, along with in-depth reviews of this Leatherman Arc, follow my main channel at MikeyDailyCarry. Until next time, carry what works for you. Peace out. Walk back.